This is called the show. If you didn't know, this is called the show.
Ladies.
Happy Thanksgiving Thursday, squad. Oh my gosh, can I just tell you guys that I've been like running around today trying to get things done, and I'm going to have to confess that I did not wear deodorant so I could smell myself. And I stink. You know, it's like I was talking to one of the guys that works here. He's the engineer. And I just kind of like put my hand over and I was like, ooh, I could smell that. That's okay, though. You know what? I'm doing the all natural today. Actually, you know, like that actually doesn't work too well because, you know what? Speaking of armpits, who's into that funky armpit smell? Let me know. Tweet me at Elizabeth Mesa or send me a message on Facebook and let me know if you are, you know what, not just like that funk armpit smell, but what type of funk smell are you into? Like, what do you like to smell? You know how sometimes like you guys have fetishes? There's certain things that you like doing or not doing. Who's into armpit smell? Or maybe do you like, this is going to get kind of interesting and crazy, right? Or do you like your toes sucked? You know, I don't know. Give me some kind of interesting, or like the ear. That's right. You know what? Dr. Roya just like, she was pointing at her ear. Or how about, I know she doesn't, she's not into it, but she kind of mentioned it. Or how about like your ear, like your tongue in your ear? You know, I have to say, that's kind of disgusting. I don't like that. I remember, you know, dating some guys like way back when I was younger, maybe like in my early 20s. And for whatever reason, I have to say that there were some guys that liked putting like their tongue like in your ear. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, that does not turn me on. It just kind of like, you just hear like a... You just hear like this thing in your ear, and then you can really hear. It sounds like you're like in the like submarine or like underwater, and it's just so wet. And I was like, "What the fuck is that all about?" Like, you know what? Here's another question for you guys, since we're into the subject. Where did you guys read that it's cool or it's sexy or it's a turn on to lick the ear? Not the outside of the ear, not the cartilage, whatever however you say. I can't even speak. I guess because I'm Hispanic, I can't even say it. Or I shouldn't even say that because you know what? I'm saying it and then there's going to be other Hispanics that could say it and they're going to be pissed off. And they're going to be mad that I'm like, you know, I'm like saying something that it's not accurate to a type of, you know, race. But anyways, I can't say it. So where did you guys learn? Where did you read? Was it like one of those magazines, like those Cosmos, Vogue, those Bright magazine? Where did you guys read that it's okay to lick the ear, that it's a turn on, that, you know, I don't know. Did you guys read that if you lick the ear, the girl will get a little, you know, more wet or more turned on? Or you know what? You guys got to let me know. Tweet me at Elizabeth Mesa. Let me know where you guys learned that because I have not encountered a man that does that. Like not at my age. I'm 40. I'm 46. I haven't encountered a man that does it. So maybe this is like a young thing when you guys are learning how to be sexual in your 20s and you're learning the ropes and what works and doesn't work. So maybe that's just one thing that you guys amongst yourself talk as boys and tell each other, oh, yeah, yo, this is what I did. I licked the ear and it just, chick didn't seem to say anything. So I think she liked it. So is that how you guys pick up, you know, things, what to do or not do? But that is a total like, that's a turnoff. So you shouldn't even do that. What else can I tell you? I am going to, you know what? Because it's Thanksgiving Day, I knew I wanted to say this before the show aired, and I'm glad I just remembered because if I just pick up, because Monty's holding, and I want to ask him all about, he said something about Marco Polo. I have no idea what the fuck that is. So he needs to come on and tell me what the hell that is. He's like, you got to get on that Marco Polo. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I go, just call me so you can explain it to me on air. But you guys, okay, let me know. Either you guys have to tweet me. Don't message me because this is something, because it's Thanksgiving Day, then you have to tell me what you're thankful for. Like it's either a friend, your mom, your dad, or you're just thankful that you have a job. Who are you thankful for? So maybe, just mention it or tag me, tweet it, and let me know who you're thankful for. Today's the day that you guys should be thanking, whoever it is that you are thankful for and why you're thankful. And you know what? Even if you're not, I think it's always good to thank someone who is in your life, whether if it's your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, whoever it is. It's nice to just every now and then say, you know what? Thank you so much for being my friend. Or I don't know, like, thank you, mom, for always being there for me. Just little things like that. So maybe you guys should, today is the day that you guys should exercise, just being vocal by being really nice. You're listening to the show Dash Radio Discover. I don't know if I said that, but I have, as soon as I take Monty, I have Dr. Roya Dardashti. I was like trying to, she's like, just call me Dr. Roya because you might have trouble saying the last name. She's going to be in studio and she's going to be talking about transgender surgeries. And I think that's such a fascinating topic. And I cannot wait to dive into this. But let me first take Monty so we can get this Marco Polo thing out of the way and he can teach me a few things. Monty?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me all about Marco Polo. So what is it that when you said, you need to get onto the, Marco Polo, like what is that? I did see it on Facebook, but what is it?
Marco Polo is like it's like an app where you can send messages. I guess it's another high tech way of doing text messaging, except for you doing like video chat. So if I send you a message and it's me, I guess FaceTime, what people call it. So you could do something like FaceTime, and excuse me, I could send you a message like, "Hey, what's up? I'm going to the game. Are you going?" And then hit stop. Then when you get it, it'll make it some kind of a chime or an indication to know that, or just to let you know that I've sent you a message. So you can either and you respond the same way. No, I'm not going to be able to go. Let's connect later. And then I respond back. So it's basically like like the game Marco Polo, Marco Polo. You go back and forth. What's good about this app, it does
Yeah.
not take up a lot of space on your phone because it's like I forgot how to explain it, but it doesn't take up any space on your phone or anything like that. So it's
Now,
or any I don't.
is it kind of like Snapchat where it kind of disappears, like there's nothing in there?
Yeah, it's basically like it doesn't disappear, but there's nothing in there. So you could delete,
So there's no
let's
evidence.
say right. You can go in back, or you can go back and delete that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, the thing about the apps, if you don't like them, you can always just uninstall, and that right there within itself makes it, a pretty good app.
So you like it yourself.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
Oh,
yep.
okay.
I'm on there. I have several friends, and we communicate. Like in the morning, I'll send them a good morning, and you can make a face or whatever, and you can also change the. It's got you can sound like a robot,
Mm-hmm.
or you can sound very strong, like a Barry White, and that's very cool. Or you can put the little balloon, and you'll sound like you've been ingesting helium when you talk. They have different screens to where you can do night vision goggle or
Yeah.
night vision if you're in the dark, and they also they've got several different filters you could place.
Okay, so
But yeah,
can you use it for chicks that you want to, get on the side with? Like, forget the friends. Like, let's talk about like the juicy stuff. Like, can you use that like to communicate with, I don't know, like women you want to hook up with that you don't want to give them your phone number per se? Is that something like that?
yeah, you could definitely do
Ah,
that. I mean,
okay.
I don't think they would be able to have your or get your phone number, but yeah, let's say if I meet an individual, and be like, hey, what's up? Nice to meet you there, Sarah. You got Marco Polo? And they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm on Marco Polo. What's your name on there?" Sexy Sarah. All right, well, I'm gonna look you up, Sexy Sarah, and you find Sexy Sarah. Booyah! Next thing you know, you're communicating back and forth, and goes from there. But
Okay,
yeah,
so
you
this is
can.
somebody that you can use, like if you don't want to give your number out to people that you just want to hook up with, you can just use Marco Polo.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Okay, so
yeah.
before I let you go, and I take my guest, give me one juicy story that the listeners are going to be, they're going to salivate over.
Mm.
What is
Uh,
Monty doing? You better make it a good one, Monty, because everybody's
what is
listening, right?
Monty not doing? Is the
Okay, well, give
question.
me a nice story.
Okay, friend of mine that I met about 4 or 5 days before I went to basic training in 1993. Um,
Wait, you're going to take me
never
back
hooked.
to 93?
Wait a minute, let me do this.
Okay.
Let me do this. All right. So I met her back in 1993. Um, probably a couple years, few years, we kept in contact. Never did anything, even though she did promise a brother that she was gonna hook me up. Nothing ever went down. Okay, it happens. Throughout the years, we lost contact. I got that. Via Facebook, one day I'm going through, I had made a post about something that was public for everybody because I keep my page on private. If you ain't my friend, you can't see. However, she must have seen it. She'd been doing a little Facebook stalking. Okay, cool. Well, make a long story short on that, we contacted each other once again, or I reached out to her and she was accepting and everything was cool. Once again, we never done anything. She's kind of obligated. That's all I'm gonna say. She's obligated. I understand. I get that too. So, uh, we kind of planned a little rendezvous. Now, anybody who knows, if you don't know, you will now know. A brother is gifted with the mouth. I'm just a bad mofo with the mouth. I'm just tight like that. I'm good.
Okay.
I could,
Okay,
yeah,
Monty.
yes.
Okay, so what makes you a bad mofo with a mouth? Like, give me one tip that the listeners out there can incorporate into, their routine.
Mm,
Mm, mm, mm.
that's a good question. What can I do? Well,
Do you have a
you
space
got
in
to be
between
in
your
tune.
teeth or what?
No, no. I'm just one. I have endurance. Two, I have very soft lips, and I take care of my lips by using Carmex or that beeswax type stuff on my lips at least twice a day. You have to chew very hard gum because that way you can, you push it out with your tongue. So you got to have a strong tongue, and it has to be soft. You have to know how to use that stuff. So basically, what I do when I'm eating,
And this is not
the
food he's
vagina.
talking about.
Yes, yes, exactly. The vertical smile. When I am working with the vertical smile, I'm very in tune. So what I have to do is I have to pretend, or I put myself in the mind of the woman. So that way, if I feel, you have to listen because her body will let you know if you're doing it right. And you can feel the leg. The leg will vibrate. It will gyrate. It will move. It will do all those things. You will listen to her breathing. You will listen to her voice, her sounds.
Okay,
And if you,
give us a sample of the breathing. How is she going to breathe?
well, that's a good question.
Come on, you're in tune with it.
She's doing something like that. And if she's in, well, anyway, what I did with this one, we was watching a movie and I said, hey, look, I think it's time for my snack. She said, do you? So
Wait,
anyway,
snack is in
I
like her punani?
yes, it is.
Oh.
It's. But you look if you do enough reading on this. it does build up a man's immune system. It's good for you, fellas. It is good for you to hit the punani. You have to.
Okay, so wait
It's
a minute.
good for the immune
So
system.
it's just kind of like the male, because like with the male, with the male cum, it's protein and it's got zinc